So what is Stargate SG-1? And should you spend your time watching it? You'll find out right after this. Hey everybody, I am Taylor and I am the Stargate Guy, where I talk to you about everything and anything Stargate. So what is Stargate SG-1? Well, Stargate SG-1 is the longest running sci-fi TV show ever. So, suck it, Star Trek. Stargate SG-1 was filmed between 1997 and 2007 and ran for over 200 episodes over 10 seasons. Stargate SG-1 stars Richard Dean Anderson as Colonel Jack O'Neill. Colonel Jack O'Neill is the leader of a team called SG-1 in this show. Stargate has a very basic premise. Years ago, the United States government unearthed a device called a Stargate, and they found out that it creates almost instantaneous travel between two of these Stargates located on different planets by means of an artificial wormhole. This show has the very basic premise that an alien species called the Goa'uld, who is kind of a snake-like parasite who inhabits the bodies of humans or other species, came to Earth thousands of years ago and posed as our ancient gods, such as Ra, Apophis, Hathor, and a bunch of other gods. They subjugated the humans and they took them across the universe and populated them to become their labor force. The Goa'uld used different devices to maintain their health and physical form, thus proclaiming the idea that they are gods, since Ra has never died over several thousand years. So that kind of adds to the idea that he's a god, right? Well, SG-1 goes through the gate in order to procure advanced technology and to create alliances with other species in order to combat the Goa'uld, the Replicators, and any other unforeseen aggressors. This show is set in the here and now, which means that unlike some sci-fi shows where it takes place in the distant future or a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, SG-1 uses real things like, I don't know, actual weapons like MP5s, hand grenades, all sorts of other things in order to combat alien threats and incursions. This is a show that really tries to make it as action-packed as possible, as well as to have some good science and history mixed in. Plus, it's actually funny and family-friendly. Since Stargate SG-1 ran for 10 seasons, there was a couple of changes in the lineup. It originally started off with Richard Dean Anderson starring as Colonel Jack O'Neill and having a team comprised of Dr. Samantha Carter, who is not only a captain or major in the Air Force, but is a scientist as well. Daniel Jackson, who is an archaeologist and who found the key to how to operate the Stargate in the first place. And Teal'c, who used to be a worshipper of the Goa'uld, but since has turned traitor in order to combat them. Over the course of the 10 seasons, these four have gone out on adventures. However, since we're dealing with a TV show, real life comes into play. So eventually there were times where Michael Shanks was not on the show, and instead he was replaced by this fellow who played the character Jonas Quinn. And then later on, Richard Dean Anderson wanted to spend some more time with his family, so he took a less of a proactive role in the later seasons and was replaced by this handsome fellow. Overall, regardless of the casting changes, this is a great show that tells an amazing story. This is one of the best sci-fi shows ever in existence, as evidenced as it ran for 10 seasons, had 2 spin-offs, and several straight-to-DVD movies. Stargate SG-1 is a show that uses humor and history in order to teach people real-life lessons about how to operate as a human being. Let me know how you found out about the Stargate Guy and SG-1 in the comment sections down below. And if you want to hear some more Stargate action, go ahead and subscribe, because every week I talk to you about anything and everything Stargate. You can also click on this video right here for an introduction to the Stargate franchise as a whole, or this video right here for an introduction to Stargate Atlantis. And until next time, I'll see you on the other side.